If I had to start over and lose belly fat from scratch, I'd skip half the workouts I used to do. I'd stop obsessing over clean eating, and I'd throw away every fat belly ad in the trash. Because here's the truth, I wasted years doing everything wrong. That's why in this video, I'm giving you everything I wish I knew before I got lean. Not just the fat loss hacks, but also the physique building moves that'll make you look good from every angle. No fluff, no BS, just the hard truths that actually got me the results. Whether you're an engineer like me or just a busy professional trying to look good without sacrificing your life, belly fat is one of the most frustrating things to lose. I've been there, bloated, soft, wondering why I was training so hard and still had zero abs. But once I figured out the real reasons behind stubborn fat and combined that with smart training, everything changed. In this video, I'm gonna break down 5 hard lessons I wish someone told me before I wasted time on workouts that didn't work, diets that backfired, and stress that literally made my gut worse. And if you want a simple, no cooking needed fat loss meal strategy, make sure to grab my free lean body cheat meal sheet in the description. That'll save you even more time. All right, let's get into the video. You can't out-train a bad calorie strategy. I used to think the answer to losing belly fat was more workouts. 2-a-days, fasted cardios, crunches until I cramped. But the belly fat, it just sat there and laughed at me. Because the real driver of fat loss is a consistent calorie deficit. Not how sweaty you get in the gym and not how sore you are the next day. Here's what I wish I knew. First, it's better to eat 200 fewer calories a day than to try to burn 600 doing random cardio. And then second, you eat 3 cookies in 60 seconds. But it takes 45 minutes on the Stairmaster to burn them off. Once I stopped treating cardio like a punishment and started treating nutrition like a strategy, fat loss finally clicked in for me. The goal isn't just to lose any weight, it's to lose fat while keeping muscle. That means your deficit has to be small enough to keep strength in the gym. If you crash too hard, you'll lose muscle and end up with that skinny fat look. But tracking calories isn't enough if your hormones are working against you. And stress, that's the biggest silent killer of fat loss. Cortisol is keeping you fat. I didn't realize how much chronic stress was holding me back. Deadlines, emails, 4 hours of sleep, and I'd wonder why I had a gut even when I was eating clean. Here's what I wish I knew. High cortisol equals high belly fat retention. Stress tells your body to hold on to fat, and that's especially the case around your midsection. So what fixed it? Sleep 7 to 8 legit hours, not 4 hours in a power nap. Walking daily, not just lifting, but low intensity movement that calms your central nervous system. Fasting until lunch reduced morning digestive load, which made me feel more alert and kept insulin lower longer. You can train hard, but if recovery sucks, your muscles won't grow. And if muscles aren't growing, then your metabolism won't improve. And this is why stress management is muscle management. Even if you manage stress though, your diet can be secretly sabotaging your results. And it has nothing to do with eating clean. Clean eating does not equal fat loss. I thought that chicken, rice, and broccoli would solve all my problems. I cut out sugar, cut out bread, cut out joy, still no abs. Here's the truth I wish I knew. You can eat clean and still be in a calorie surplus. You can eat processed food and still lose fat if your macros are dialed in. Once I started to use MyFitnessPal and aim for a slight calorie deficit, 200 to 300 under maintenance, 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, 80% whole foods for satiety, 20% fun foods for sanity, fat loss got way easier. Dialed macros don't just make fat loss easier, they make muscle growth predictable. Protein feeds your muscles, carbs fuel your workouts, and fats keep your hormones stable. This is the trifecta for looking lean and full and not deflated. And don't even get me started on ab workouts. Most people are doing the exact opposite of what they should. Abs are built in the gym but revealed in the kitchen. I used to hit crunches every day, Russian twists, oblique bends, sit-ups. But here's what actually worked. I started treating my abs like any other muscle group, 2 to 3 times a week with progressive overload. This included rope crunches, leg raises, weighted movements, and most importantly, reducing the fat covering the abs through a smart deficit. Because you can have a 6-pack hiding under 6 inches of fluff, and no workout is gonna peel that off if your nutrition isn't right. Direct ab work is gonna make your core pop once the fat is gone, but the same principle applies to the rest of your physique. If you want that 3D shoulder cap, wide back, or hamstring sweep, you need targeted work combined with overall leanness. But here's the hardest part, and nobody talks about this enough: the psychology of staying consistent long enough to see results. You need to win the mind game. The biggest reason most people fail to lose belly fat, they quit too soon or they chase fast results instead of building real systems. I wish I knew that belly fat is usually the last to go, especially for men. But here's what kept me going. Prioritizing weekly progress pics over daily scale obsession, giving myself reward systems, one monthly go crazy meal after tracking consistently, understanding that fast results fade, but slow results stick. When you play the long game, you don't just get lean, you get better every year. Your lift goes up, your shapes improve, your metabolism becomes more forgiving. And that's when people start asking, bro, how did you stay in shape year round? And speaking of staying in shape year round, the way you train and eat after fat loss is what determines if you keep your results. If you're trying to lose belly fat, don't fall for the hype. It's not about detox teas, cutting off carbs, or doing 100 sit-ups a day. It's about simple, repeatable habits, consistent calorie deficit, managing stress, lifting smart, tracking macros, sleeping like it's your job. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need a system you can stick to. Once you do that, your body will reflect the work and it will stay that way. And once you strip the fat, shift to a lean gaining phase. Keep your habits but eat slightly above maintenance. Prioritize progressive overload and aim to add muscle without adding fat. That's when you go from the guy who got abs to the guy who always looks jacked. So now you know everything I wish I knew before trying to lose belly fat and how to actually build a body worth keeping. If you want the exact plan I use, grab the free cheat sheet I linked down in the description. It's designed specifically for busy people who want results without obsessing over meal prep or living in the gym. But here's the truth, losing belly fat was just the start. The real magic happened when I dialed in a few simple daily habits. That's when I went from just being lean to truly transforming my physique. If you want to see exactly which habits took my body to the next level, click right here to watch a video called I Changed My Body with Simple Habits. These habits are the reason my body stays lean effortlessly, and I'm sharing everything you need to do the same. I'll see you there.